Buenas noches a todos. Welcome back to Tom Plays EU4 for absolute beginners. We are back with Castile. Just deciding whether to attack Morocco or Tunis. So Morocco's in some ways a better option because we can take more provinces from them. They're part of our mission tree, but they're also much stronger. They have an ally, they have 2 vassals, whereas Tunis currently has no allies at all. But we only have 2 provinces claimed. With Tunis. At the same time, I suppose there's always a chance that if Morocco and Portugal go to war, Portugal might lose this province, which we also want. And Tunis may not stay as weak as it currently is. So it's probably a more opportune time to attack Tunis, really. Now the interesting thing is, probably can't currently get to Tunis. Although there's always a chance that at some point they'll ask for passage through Morocco. I very much doubt Morocco would give us military access. No. Not big fans. Should I have a trade embargo on France? Probably not. I think I've got all the embargoes I can have. Yeah, I think they've rivaled us, but we haven't rivaled them. Okay. So I'm going to, for now, split this army in 2. So I can get it over to Tunis's land. So we have claims on these 2 provinces. So these are the principal ones we want to make sure we take. Just in case there's a possibility of Aragon taking them. Need to try to prevent that if possible. Ah, brilliant. We now have access. Okay, well in that case, move the navy over there. So we've thoroughly blockaded them. To take a bit of time to get everyone into position. Hopefully Aragon will also make landfall. Oh, they have. Wonderful. Bring this army back together. Hopefully that castle will fall at some point. I have no idea where that army thinks it's going. Here? Right, so we watch the padlock. There it is. So they're now committed to moving here, so we start moving here and we should definitely catch them and be able to put the army down. If if somehow we do manage to escape, we'll be moving the navy back here very quickly. No, we've got him. Head in and take this land as well now. So these won't be taken back by this fort because it's under siege. So as long as we don't break the siege, we'll keep these lands. Which should free us to hopefully head through this new country and start taking some more lands from Tunis. Although we don't have to go too far because really we're only after the two provinces. So there's no need to go crazy as far as the war's concerned. Occupied by Tunisian noble rebels. It's occupied by Castile, which is good. I'm a bit concerned that Aragon might be able to claim some of this land because they're quite close. And while we're kind of expecting to get Aragon as part of the Iberian wedding, we can't guarantee it. This game has not gone the way that they normally do. And this uprising happening. Alright, the Granadan separatists are taking over, are they? Right, so as soon as this castle falls, we'll hopefully be able to end the war, maybe just take these two provinces and start worrying about these rebels again. Definitely not keen to end up fighting the Tunisian noble rebels. I'm hoping Aragon won't be either. So hopefully we can just avoid them until the war's over and then head back home and leave Tunis to deal with them. Could just really do with this castle falling. In fact, I might bring this army back and seriously hammer it. So I'm just gonna speed up time. This is nothing we can really do until the castle falls. Come on, little castle. Brilliant. Right, so in that case, I'm going to head back here, both armies, to put down the rebels and hopefully make peace with them. Okay, so that's not bad. Can't take that as well. Fair enough. Stick with that. Hopefully that will prevent Aragon from fighting and they'll just be able to get out of there. Okay, so we've got a bit more corruption. Not really noticeably more. And once again, we're spending administrative points that we need in order to call some land. Oh, brilliant. I think the separatists are heading to the castle. Okay, I'll just leave them to it. They're going the right way. Okay, we are out of advisors, but we can't really afford an advisor right now. So, yeah, I guess we'll leave it. I've also got this. I think it came up a while ago, but I didn't really discuss it. So this is basically saying there's provinces which could be converted in theory. It tells you what the current religion is, which is Sunni Muslim. However, it's always worth keeping a close eye on the amount of time it'll take to convert them. So in this case, most of these provinces will never be converted. Basically, our missionaries aren't strong enough. That might change in the future. That's a problem. I shouldn't have let them rejoin our land, although admittedly that's getting harder to avoid now. Right, fine. So in that case, I'm going to have to use the boat to get them across. So yeah, the only province we can actually convert is this one, and it's going to take 555 months. So while it isn't very expensive, I have a feeling that, yeah, that's really just too long. Plus at the moment, we can't even afford that. We've just started going into negative money again. Do we... Oh, we've got a loan, haven't we? Let's repay the loan. That at least puts us into positive money. I would like to mothball the forts, but I'm a little reluctant to do so while we have rebels. One thing we could do is get these trade ships out. Okay. In some ways, I'm not that keen to attack them. It doesn't look like the castle is going to fall anytime soon. So I kind of feel like we might as well get all of our armies together. Okay, so protect trade. Our current trade fleet is protecting trade in Safi. But we have a few other options now. I guess we actually have a stake in the English Channel now. So that apparently is going to give us the biggest profits. Let's go with that. Don't forget to click this option. That should give us a bit more money. Just going to turn the speed up a little. Let's move you across. Let's combine you into a single army again. Aragon's on the way home. Thank you for your help, Aragon. Some Moroccan separatists coming any second, so we'll definitely need to leave that castle unmothballed. I think we could probably mothball this one for now. I'm not even sure if we want to keep this one. We'll see. We will see. How's our money doing now? Right, we do have enough for a trade advisor again. So, although spy network construction can be helpful, it's only helpful some of the time, whereas diplomatic reputation is brilliant. It's kind of like prestige for diplomacy, even though it isn't shown up here. Oh, last jousting tournament. Right, generally speaking, this is a good thing to pick. It helps our armies, could have done with it before the war. Uses even more administrative power. We need to get to this level so we can actually start exploring. I'm very concerned with the fact that Portugal's basically finished their first colony and we haven't even started our first one. Usually we would at least have begun it before Portugal finished the first. Right, this insurrection is officially over. I had no idea that was coming. Okay, I could have sworn we just had some of those separatists. Right, so just after doing that, we're now going to be bringing a bunch of troops back to deal with these guys. And the Moroccan ones are still on the way. Feeling that we have 2 minute difference sitting around now as well. Right, try and improve relations with, I don't know, France and England. It won't do us a huge amount of good, but I have to admit to being a little concerned that they're going across there. I'll move the army here. Sort of set up defensively, and presumably... Okay, apparently I need to request military access again. Presumably the Moroccan separatists are going to show up in Tangier. So I can probably safely mothball this fort. And actually probably this one as well now. And that one. It's all our forts, isn't it? Dealing with them, and then we've got the Moroccans, and then Algiers is presumably over here. Okay, that's not so bad. How would you guys feel about being vassalised? Still not keen. Fair enough. Yeah, it's worth a try. Might improve relations with you anyway, just in case. You never know. France is apparently attacking... Oh, I see, they're attacking England. So they'll probably end up taking these provinces now. They're also attacking Portugal. So I should never ally with England at the start of the game. So I'm just planning to let the Moroccans rise up in Tangier. So what you could do is you could put your army on there and it will make them less likely to rise up. They probably still would, to be honest, but just in case, rather than slow them down, I'd rather just leave them to do it, and then I'm just going to bring the army in and put it down, because that usually means you've got peace for longer. And I'm sure I'm moving my army back at the moment. I kind of feel like they're only going to end up back there. But never mind. I'll just move them back for now. Could do building them up again a bit. I think we are losing money again. We're losing a lot of money suddenly. Why are we suddenly losing so much money? Haven't gone over our force limits or anything. Okay, great. Apparently we're just losing money for the hell of it. Not helpful. Okay, well, in an attempt to turn that around, what about our churches? Can we at least build a 5th church? So that would be Sevilla. So it should allow us to start making a little more money. And yeah, let's build a 6th actually. Royal Marriage of Aragon has ended. Yes, I would love another Royal Marriage of Aragon. I'm still very much hoping for the Iberian wedding. We might stop losing quite as much money once we finish covering these provinces and rebuilding our armies, actually. To be fair, because I think that does cost. East Frisia, Scotland and Alsace. Alsace is quite nearby. Not sure about East Frisia. Oh, there it is. Apparently they would be up for a royal marriage. To be fair though, I mean all of those rulers are quite young, so probably not really worth it at the moment. How are we doing with the Pope? Yeah, we'd already put our influence in, hadn't we? So let's not worry about that. I see Portugal's still occupied by France. There we go. Okay, can now mothball all forts for the time being, but worth being aware that we are going to have an uprising at some point, presumably down here. Let's see, Dara, definitely going to be in Dara. Okay, so I think I might move one of the armies down. Hopefully it's not going to be huge. 10,000, so we can handle that with this army, no problem. Let's maybe move them down to here, so they're in position when the uprising happens, since that's the next one we're going to have. Okay, brilliant. So, technology. We're still working on national ideas. Colonialism I don't think has fired yet. At the moment it would definitely be Portugal, because even we haven't started colonising yet. So, yeah. You really need to work on that. Still, might not have started colonising, but we've certainly picked up an awful lot of lands in different parts of the world, so not doing badly, even so. So let's speed up, because our next move probably is going to be colonising. New techniques in production. We can lose 50 administrative power, or we can lose 10 prestige. Right, this time I'm going to lose prestige, because honestly I really need this next admin tech level. We have spent way too long. In fact, I may ignore the next diplomatic tech level, because exploration, which is the idea group we're going to go for, is a diplomatic idea group. So let's not worry about docks right now. Let's save our diplomatic power. Okay, these guys are going to be coming soon-ish. Military access from Austria, no problem there. I'm going to unmothball this fort, because that's where the uprising is going to happen. So are we still losing? No, we're actually gaining quite a bit of money now, which is good. Now, our armies are at 17 each, 4 cavalry, 13 infantry. So we are quite a bit under our limit now. cautiously make one more infantry on each army, and I'm actually going to make a new heavy ship for exploration. Although to be fair, we may well end up needing to do a bit of transporting as well, so I don't know how this is actually going to work. But need to keep a watch on the military tech as well, because we could definitely do with that. Right. What else? Let's improve relations with Aragon. I don't know if there's anything wrong with our relations with Aragon. I'm just thinking the higher they are, the better the chance we have for the Iberian wedding to happen. We've embraced the Renaissance. Everyone's catching us up. Slowly. Bronze cannons. Okay. Wonder if that's our next military tech level as well. Can we now build artillery? No, we can't. Okay, well in that case I'm going to do one more infantry per army. Well, at some point I'm going to need some specialised colonial armies as well, because we're going to need to defend our colonies. Okay. Oh well, that's good. Our king has finally died, so while it puts us, we're basically on this list now, puts us at risk of a personal union, succession war between Austria and Aragon, it also means that we have a halfway decent king now, so hopefully our admin is going to start going up a bit faster. Morocco making claims. It's fine, not particularly worried. So we're up to with the force limit. Okay, we've got room for 4 more troops and I'll say 2 more ships. We're actually building one. Oh, hang on. Okay, so random event, local fortification expert. I know this is interesting because while we probably can't afford the advisor, the military engineer, and let him stay home gives Malaga local fortification until the end of the game, and it's only 1476, so that's actually much better. That's going to have better defence. Okay, apparently, oh, our yeah, of course, the king was the military leader there, wasn't he? Okay. Brilliant. That's us sorted. We just lost our military advisor. I appreciate him holding off on dying until we'd won that war. So we've actually got another one, which is morale of armies, which is another good one. Again, should help us in our various combats. Okay. Right, I'm going to just check that there aren't any royal marriages we can have with any of our allies. No, Provence isn't an ally, I think. Savoy is there. It's a royal marriage Savoy. And we've already got one with Aragon. Maybe we should even consider going above and beyond. Bohemia. 48 years old apparently. Might be worth a royal marriage. Try it. So that's going to take us slightly above. We see we've got an alert, too many diplomatic relations. It's not going to ally Bohemia. Not that I would mind having an alliance with them as such, but it would be too many alliances. Whereas a royal marriage at least should be temporary. Alliances tend to last. Military access from Cologne, no problem there. Okay. Faceting. France is spying on us, and we've got all our diplomats back. So, I would like to improve relations with all the nations around us. I might go with Bohemia as well. Munster. Yeah, the one problem with ignoring the diplomatic tech is that we're not going to get an alert, a new alert, when we've got enough technology to get national ideas. Oh, brilliant. Ooh. Juana. Potentially an extremely good monarch. Queen as well. I have a feeling that's a good thing from the point of view of the Iberian wedding. I think if we have a queen and Aragon have a king, that will make the Iberian wedding more likely to happen. Okay, apparently we've also got a looming disaster, Castilian Civil War. Yeah. That's not good. Okay. I think we're going to need to bring our armies back to the mainland. Maybe put them on the 2 mothballed forts for when the Civil War fires. It's a bit unfortunate, really. Right, I'm going to build a second heavy ship. So this is basically an attempt to start a second navy. I tend to find it's essential in the end with colonial nations. So in this case, the main point of the navy, the second navy, is going to be to do exploration and possibly, once we have some transports, to transport people to the colonies. Whereas this navy is a military one for transporting armies around here, because we have a number of lands that we're likely to only be able to reach by sea most of the time. Morocco isn't friendly, France isn't friendly, so we can't easily get to our various lands. Also, I'm going to need another general. Oh, 2-star general. That's good. A bit better then. Looks like Bohemia have managed to get an heir, unfortunately. So we have basically wasted diplomatic power, royal marrying them. That was worth a try. Hopefully whoever's involved in the marriage will die soon. Which is rather mean, but you know, they're costing us diplomatic power. Okay, cool. So we're nearly at the point where we have national ideas. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, and we will look into national ideas and the beginning of our colonial adventures next time. I will see you then.